एक सेकंड से वो F5 से होती थी ना रन.
Yes, yes.
हाँ बट हो नहीं थी. अच्छा हो गई वो दूसरे विंडो में. फाइन फाइन फाइन. Yeah, so I would like to introduce you guys to Go language. So Go, also known as Go language, is an open source compiled and statistically typed programming language designed by Google. Go is syntactically similar to the C language. So Go दिखती सी जैसी है, but उसका जो फंक्शनल है वो थोड़ा डिफरेंट है. उसे प्राइमरली गूगल डेवलप कर रहा है, and it's a statistically typed language. Unlike it's not actually object oriented. And I hope you guys know what compiled languages mean. The code is actually the programming is done in Go language, and a compiled binary is created which could be run.
I think your screen gets stuck on first slide. Yeah, yeah, no, now it is okay. It is okay. It is okay. It is.
So अभी कौन सा screen दिख रहा है?
Key points. Key points.
So Go language key points. So category आ गया. Category में compiled and procedure. Compiled, so man, I have explained already. Procedure means unlike object-oriented languages, Go language works on the procedure manner. In object-oriented languages, we actually make functions and call those functions from anywhere within the code. In procedure, the code runs like a stream. एक order में flow होती है. हम बीच-बीच में से उठा नहीं सकते. So it is developed at Google, designed by Robert Griesemer, Robert Pike, and Ken Thompson. It first appeared in 2009, and 1.17.6 is the latest version Go language is running on. It is licensed by a 3-clause BSD plus patent grant. It is actually an open source license, which, in simple words, allows the user to develop develop code in Go language without any restrictions. Mainly used in cloud and server-side applications. Yeah, so this is the reason why Go language is not widely visible in a workflow, because it's not used everywhere. Though it could be extended, it is mainly used in cloud and server-side applications. The file name extension is .go. So I hope abhi slide change ho gayi.
Yes, yes, yes. You go ahead, please.
So how it is different from C or C++? Go is a procedure and concurrent programming language. I hope I already explained this. Go is garbage collection. So in language we need to do garbage collection manually, but in Go language it is done automatically. So the extra work a developers end is reduced. Go uses packages instead of header files. The thing is technically the same. Instead of header files, Go uses something called packages. Python also uses packages. Like in layman's language, the thing packages and header files do is kind of same. Just the technologies are different. Go doesn't support implicit type conversion. Go use panic and recover for solving error. अब ये क्या होता है in languages like Python, C, etc. We use try exception. In Go language, the saying is called panic and recover. It doesn't have while or do while statements, but for loop can be used like a while loop. So इसमें while and do while statements नहीं है, but for loop could be used as an infinite loop by using conditional statements. So even though while loop is not an option, the technical outcome of while loop could be achieved by using for loops. So why should one choose Go language? Because it's easy to get started with. Skill library the ecosystem of partners, communities, etc. are growing because Microsoft also using Go language. So Microsoft, Amazon, everybody is using Go language these days. So Go is mainly used in areas such as cloud and network services, command line interfaces, web development, and DevOps. I hope this is clear. In DevOps actually means
Yes,
simplifying.
yes, yes. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
DevOps actually means simplifying the procedures in a project workflow. Like काम को आसान करने का एक term है DevOps. It's actually developer operations, I guess. So it's just a comparison of Hello World program written in Go versus other languages. So here we could see in Go language the thing is done in 5 lines. It's easy to readable and the lines are not very long. In C, it's slightly complicated due to the brackets, but it looks almost the same, except that C uses header files. Java looks really complicated, and even though Python does it in 2 lines, we can't really consider that because Python uses interpreters. So it is actually slower than Go language. So this shows us that though Go language has a lot easier syntax than conventional programming languages, it's not as easier as compared to a language like Python. Okay, हाँ, डेवलपर को कोड लिखने के लिए पाइथन जितना इजी नहीं होगा, बट इट्स नॉट द हार्डेस्ट लैंग्वेज. लाइक अब जावा का कोड देखोगे कितना कंफ्यूजिंग है. So final verdict, should you learn Go in 2022? Go is now used to develop things that are usually written in C++, like a productive backend, mathematics, data processing, non-trivial business, etc. So actually क्या होता जा रहा है? In general, what was previously used to develop with C++, Net और Java, like पहले servers पर Net, .NET use होता था. आजकल that they are replaced with technologies like Go language. Nowadays, the largest companies like Google, Microsoft, Intel, and Facebook are more actively using Go language. I hope I explained this already. Go language is great for creating microservices. So in future, the demand for such programmers will only grow. अब microservices क्या होता है? Like एक छोटा सा प्रोग्राम हो गया जो स्पेसिफिक काम करता है. Like एक सर्वर को सुबह सुबह एक बार लाइक उसे एक सर्वर को टेस्ट करना सुबह सुबह, उसको ऑटोमेट कर दिया, एक सर्विस बना दिया. There are not many Go language developers. Yes, since बहुत सारे लोग Go language यूज नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो इसका स्कोप अभी बहुत ज्यादा है. So we actually get paid more. सर हो गया.
Yes, Karthik has discussed a very good means the a platform where we can do the programming. The overall summation from my side is just to compare it with the Hello program is not enough. If you really, because every program need libraries or packages to to run, and since it is a Google product and the packages is inbuilt into it, and it is called by as he shown in his slides. So but it's a good platform, and Karthik, have you explored it? have you
नहीं सर,
have you
एक्चुअली 12th में थोड़ा सा मैंने पढ़ने की कोशिश किया था, फिर देन प्री बोर्ड्स वगैरह आ गए थे, तो बाद में उसको कंटिन्यू नहीं कर पाया.
Okay, but have do you know the platform where we can use it? Is it online?
नहीं सर, कंपाइलर डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं.
So
आई डोंट नो विंडोज पे कैसे, लिनक्स पे तो एक कमांड पे कंपाइलर आ जाता है, डाउनलोड हो जाता है.
okay, okay, right. So I advise once again, and it's a task given to everyone. You just go and check it where we can do these kind of programming means on particularly on Go language. So it's okay. It's a good presentation. Now let's give me a chance to one another Kunal Prajapati. Kunal, are you ready with your presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Kunal, you just share your screen. I made you a presenter. Please. Yeah, Kunal, your slides are shared now. You please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, my topic is on blockchain. As we all know, it is in trend. So I have made a PPT on blockchain. So what do you mean by the blockchain? A blockchain is a combination of three leading technologies: cryptographic keys, peer-to-peer networks, and means of computing to store the transaction. What does the cryptographic keys means? This means we hash or we encrypt the details so that it cannot get hacked easily. And peer-to-peer network means the it is not centralized. It is the decentralized network
Kunal,
where,
some noise is coming from your, I think, from your background, please.
sir, voice background clear,
Okay.
sir.
Maybe some meeting is going on like that.
Yes, sir. सिस्टर की क्लास चल रही थी.
Okay, right. You go ahead.
The highlights of blockchain. This is how the blockchain works, and these are the steps which are included in the transactions of blockchain. The structure of blockchain. This is a block, and this is what inside the block is: a hash and the transaction details and the previous hash through which the next blockchain can be made. Without the previous hash, the next blockchain cannot be made, and it cannot be hacked, or anyone cannot see that data. This is the detailed look of a blockchain. Generations. The pros of blockchain: the transaction is secured, as I told, that it is a decentralized network, and it improves human verification. That's all.
It is very briefly, you describe it very briefly, but whenever you make a presentation, you should be you should be descriptive enough to explain the concept, like what is blockchain, what are its advantages, who made this, who basically developed this blockchain initially, why it is made. You means you have to be specific on all the things. If I restricted you people to make the slides to 5 to 10, it doesn't mean ki you provide a incomplete information. You should be you should provide at least a meaningful information. It's okay, Karthik. Oh, sorry. It's okay, Kunal. Next, Karthik Zazuria. Are you ready with your presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please. I made you a presenter. You please share your screen. And I request all others who want to present their work, please raise your hand. Yes, Karthik, your screen gets shared, please. Go ahead.
Sir, my topic is on online education. Education, the future classrooms. What is online education? Online education is a type of distance learning course without attending or going to schools and universities. It is an environment created through e-learning. This is the type flow chart of online education. In this, online students and teachers come online, interact over internet. This is the two-way communication, and by this students get knowledge. Advantages of online education: we can choose whatever course we like to. It has flexibility, variety of programs and courses, lower cost, and various other things. Disadvantages of online education. Online learning may create a sense of isolation. Everyone learns in their own manner. Online learning requires a self-discipline. Online learning requires additional training for instructors. Online learning means more screen time to students. The, these are some online education platform in India: Byju's, Vedantu, Unacademy, Jesus Academy, Khan Academy, Topper, Study IQ. Online education from business point of view, as you can see nowadays many companies are investing in online education, like Google Capital have invested 40 million in online education, and Byju's 2021 revenue was more than 1.5 billion. Difference between online education and offline education. Online education refers to system which involves electronic media. Offline education is nothing but gaining knowledge and skills by going to the educational institutes. Conclusion. Online education has brought a positive impact on the lives of students and working professionals. It has given an opportunity to take up additional courses along with their studies or jobs as per their convenience.
Okay, my question to Karthik. Karthik, what do you think? Whether this online education helpful?
Sir, both are helpful. It's helpful and not. क्योंकि sir, we are not, we are in our comfort zone, so it's
Well,
difficult to study.
yeah, yeah, it has both merits and demerits as well, because earlier everyone had a dream to go abroad and do something, course from various universities in the abroad, but now their dreams come true due to this COVID pandemic. All the institute or universities, they are online nowadays, working online. So the people who are not able to spend lot much money and go abroad and study, they can join their online course platform and can do the task. But the only thing is yourself what we call it responsibility is there. Means if someone teaches you, or you have to take all the things seriously, rather than because as some people think this is just like a, means a self discipline is required in online education, what I feel. Because if you are not self disciplined, it means if you think that no one is watching us, and let us play the class and get it side and do our own work, whatsoever work in our hand. So this will somehow will be affected your curriculum as well as your education. Yes, I personally understand the connection, the internet speed. That is one of the major issue in this, because in India, like a country like India, where the internet connection is still, it's means the net connection is a still a case of worry, because these platforms required more bandwidth. Because if you want to share your screen, or you want to what we call it record the screen, it requires some more bandwidths. So the bandwidth is still a issue. And if otherwise, the online platform is a one of the best platform to learn. And another thing I would like to point out here is, in online education, with the self paced learning is there. Means आपने देखा होगा कुछ प्लेटफॉर्म्स ऐसे हैं जो आपको कुछ कोर्सेज कराते हैं, और वो कोर्सेज में वो कहते हैं सेल्फ बेस पे करो। मीन्स यू कैन फिनिश इट इन 1 वीक, यू कैन फिनिश इट इन 1 मंथ और ईयर, depending upon your speed or your capability of doing the things. But the thing is, if you take them seriously, definitely this will enhance your skills. So this is one point from my side. And you have picked a very good topic, online education, and there are lot many players in online education
Yes.
from the beginning. Baki, it's a very good. Khair, anyhow, anyone else who want to present their work, please. Yes, Harshit Sazeva. Harshit, I'll make you a presenter.
Sir, can I present in 5 minutes as my Wi-Fi is fluctuating, so I can fix that in 5 minutes and then can I represent?
No worry, no worry. You take your time. In the meantime, if someone else want to present something, please raise your hand. Okay.